she did. I want you to see yourself being as focused, on fire, filling your calendar, and then, in a couple years' time, they take, $500,000 or something like that. Whatever, no big deal. All right, so tell us your story. We can't wait to hear it. And you do. I can let it.
So my name is Ashley Olive, and I'm from Houston as well. So I'm so excited you guys came tonight. We really appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. My story starts a year and a half ago. So I was an 8th grade math teacher, and I absolutely loved teaching. I love every bit of being in a room with 13-year-olds that are hormonal. It's great. They get sarcasm, so sign me up for that. So I was teaching, and I have identical twin boys, and they have a little brother. So I had 3 little boys, and they were all 3 and under. But I didn't have the time with them that I wanted to have. I'd always had this dream that I was going to be this amazing mom that was going to get to be there at nap time. Just joking. That degree you worked so hard for, you're going to keep using it because you're going to stay a teacher. And so I was teaching, and my husband was a pipe fitter, and we really didn't have a need for an extra income. So for an entire year, I watched a girl on Instagram and thought, she is such a scam. I cannot believe she thinks skin does that, but her kids are cute. And so I just watched, and I would like family photos, and I would comment, but she'd post a stomach, and I'd be like, psh, troll. Totally didn't believe it. And so a year goes by, and I decide that I want to change school districts. And so when that need comes in your life, that's when it all changes. So I was going to have to go without pay for 2 months to be able to switch districts. So I decided, you know what? What is the worst that could happen? I'm just going to message her. So I sent her a message in the middle of the night and said, hey, I think I want to do those wraps, but I know you're in Utah, I'm in Texas, so do I need somebody local? And she was like, oh no, not at all. Sends me a video, and I watch it, and I'm like, psh, send me the link, I'm signing up tonight, not telling my husband. So I sign up, I don't tell a soul. The next day, I have to tell that man that he's my high school sweetheart. So 12 years into the relationship, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna sell wraps. He's like, you just got scammed for how much money? I'm like, that's rude. I didn't get scammed. She was a scam a week ago, but now do you want to see my Instagram? I will show it to you. I haven't tried a single product. I don't know if any of this works, but it probably does. So he's like, okay, I'll support you. So I am just excited and enthusiastic, and I'm passionate, and I'm having wrap parties. People are coming over and buying wraps for $25 and walking out. I look like a drug dealer because it's non-stop. But I'm like, that's okay. And my twins are like, who's next, Mommy? I'm like, that's right, baby. That's right. So I'm constantly having wrap parties. And it would be that I would have a wrap party, and I would talk, and they would sign up as a distributor, and I'd be like, okay, when in the next 2 weeks do you want me to come talk at your party? And we would put it on the calendar. I'd go to their party. Somebody would sign up. Okay, when do you want me to be at your party in 2 weeks? I missed every bath time, every bedtime, every dinner time, the whole time that I was doing it that month. But in my mind, I knew it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get to be there more if I make these sacrifices now. I wasn't that mom that had girls' nights. I never took time away from my boys until this opportunity came along. Because I was like, this is gonna take them to Disney. This is gonna be that change in their life. So 30 days into the company, I grabbed that $10,000 diamond bonus they've been talking about. In 30 days, my check had a comma. And so at this point, I'm kind of like, okay, dude, I can get my roots done every 6 weeks instead of 12. Like, that's what's up. So I'm super excited. And my husband's not skeptical. So I go back to teaching my second month. I'm still loving it for all of 2 days. So I end up hitting double dime in my second month, which is like an average of $6,000 a month. So I get that check, and I set Brandon down, and I'm like, okay, my Brandon, we're both married to one. So I tell my Brandon, if I promote again and I start making $10,000 a month, I want to stay home. Like, I want to be with our boys, because I can't look them in the eye in the mornings when I'm dropping them off and be like, Mommy has to do this to provide for you. That's a lie. So he was totally on board. He's like, okay, if you're making $10,000 a month, you can quit teaching. 4 months into the company on Halloween, I hit triple diamond and start making 10 grand. So I turn in my resignation the following week, but I make it effective for Christmas break, so it'd be a good clean break for the students. I leave at Christmas break, I go to conference, I'm on fire, and I'm sitting there, and students are finding me on Instagram. And they're like, we missed you, Miss Olive. Why did you leave us, Miss Olive? And I'm sitting there in that moment, and I have tears in my eyes, and I'm like, what did I do? I totally let these kids down. And then our CEO announces double good bonuses. And I'm hysterical. Because I know I am this close to a $100,000 bonus. A bonus that is going to change my baby's lives forever. And as much as I love those students in my classroom, I sure do love those 3 blonde-haired boys more. And that's going to be what helps pay for insurance and T-ball and all of these huge things in their lives. So I go and I grab that $100,000 bonus within my 9th month, and my husband also gets a bonus. And so then we're looking at ambassador, the highest rank in the company, and we were able to do it in our 13th month and grab another $100,000 in bonuses. So in 1 year, we grabbed $250,000 in bonuses. I'm an ambassador diamond, and he's a triple diamond. He was still working though, because you know, men have that mentality like, yeah, but I have to go to work. Like there has to be an alarm clock. Like he was like dead set in his head and thought that that's what he needed to do to provide and be a man. And then we got invited to a top earners event this past fall, and he met Cody Chapman. And so he found all these men that were like him, and he was like, I don't have to work. I couldn't tell you that, but I knew you needed a man. So we come back, and he doesn't even tell me, and he goes in and he quits his job. I'm walking into a wrap party, and he's like, hey, I just quit my job. I'm like, I have 5 minutes to process that before I have to present. Thanks, babe. So now, since September, we are a full-time family with our 3 boys. We get to take them to a Montessori school 2 days a week together. My husband gets to pick them up. We have never missed a class party. We got to take them on an airplane, and we could have never afforded things like that in their life on a teacher's income and a pipe fitter's income. There just wasn't enough. And so the freedom of time has really been what's transformed every area of our life, and the ability to give back. We've always been those people that with that little bit extra we had, we would give back, but now we're able to give back entirely more. I mean, just in abundance. We gave back 5 figures in 2015 when we pulled numbers, and I just bawled that we are able to do that and make that difference for other people. And so a lot of people hear that number though, and they're like, Sharon, $250,000 in bonuses. What I think is so much better than that number is to know that my team earned more than $1 million in bonuses. It doesn't matter that I went ambassador. My team claimed bonuses. I love that we are talking about claiming bonuses. You have to know that it doesn't matter that you join now, because people will be like, oh, she joined a year and a half ago, that's when it was good. No, you can join right now. I was a top earner within 6 months. At this point, a year ago, I wasn't even ranked as a top earner. And 6 months later, I was in the top 15 earners in the company. You can join right now and change everything about your life. All you have to do is decide tonight, I don't want to wonder what if. It's risk-free. What is the worst that's going to happen? So I hope that you leave tonight and you realize you're not willing to wonder that what if, you might as well jump in. Thank y'all.